Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm gonna go over Bitcoin higher time frame charts and the RSI data. Um, just because I want to go over and just kind of make not sense of it, but kind of reiterate those that are like looking for an 8,000, like a 7,000 or $8,000 Bitcoin coming down off this leg is, in my opinion, it's not a good signal for Bitcoin, guys. All right. So what do I think right now is my position on Bitcoin here in this 2 week chart is it's going to come down and make another low. So just looking at the data on well, first let me go over the more negative part of it first. Let me go to the monthly chart. I'm on the Brave New Coin Liquid Index or the BLX that has all the data. Okay. Here in the RSI on the monthly is and this is a little bit of a concern. You can see how low it is right here. Okay. And it's taken everything out. So, there's an argument that, hey, this is resetting its whole self and it's getting ready for another wave run. And there's also the argument that this is resetting this whole cycle, guys. This whole basically Bitcoin could be resetting this whole, you could call this a whole cycle. I don't agree with that. The reason I don't agree with that right now, it needs to prove to me that it's actually doing that, is because your highest peak on the monthly is right here on the RSI, telling you that's a wave. This whole thing's a wave 1-2 here. And then you see this peak here, it didn't take it out. So typically when you want to see a third wave, you want to see it clearly take out that area. So this is probably another 1-2. And then this is below it again right here. So another sequence in a 1-2. So that's the hyper bullish moon boy scenario of Bitcoin. Okay. The moon boy scenario is 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And then Bitcoin's going into an extended third wave. Does that mean it's going to be doing a moonshot like these over here? No, it does not. What that just means is Bitcoin's going to be it'll be going up and to the right with massive corrections in there. It'll just be continuing to go up and to the right for probably a long time, years, guys. So like that third wave will be huge. Now the bearish count that you might see from some videos that they're calling this 1-2. This is the third wave, fourth, and up here would be your fifth wave, and it's completed this whole sequence. That's extremely bearish, guys. You cannot conclusively say that that's it right now. Just like I can't conclusively say this is 1-2, 1-2, 1-2 right now. So that's extremely bearish. Because then Bitcoin is going to be resetting this whole cycle. It'll be coming down, probably do a swing back up, and then be coming back down to levels that people would not even think would be possible. Okay, just to give you guys that heads up. But going back down here to the RSI on this area, you really want to see Bitcoin start to finish something up in that area. Okay, on the monthly RSI on the MACD is at least is slowing up in the monthly and the MACD. You really want to see this not go down too much more, and then you want to see the histogram down here start making these candle bodies stay the light red down here, and then gradually go up. So like this, guys, I'll show you like this. You want to gradually see it do that, okay, on the monthly. So that'll take definitely some time for it to set itself out there. But going over the 2 week, and this is why it's important to go over multiple time areas on Bitcoin for checking your RSI and checking your data, just to be able to bounce it off to make sure your data is correct. So you look here in the 2 week, you kind of have the same setup. So the highest peak here in the RSI telling this is probably 1-2, and you see this wave, it did not take that out. So that more than likely, this cannot be a third wave just based off the RSI data. So the odds are, if this data is fairly accurate, that this is 1-2, 1-2, and then this is probably another 1-2 because they didn't take it out over there. So this can't be 1-2, 3 based off this data right here. Okay, so that's good for Bitcoin. All right, meaning it's more than likely the odds are, say 60-70% that Bitcoin's extremely bullish, and there's maybe some 20 or 30% it could be extremely bearish based off the data that I showed you previously with that extreme bearish count. Okay, so now back here in the 2 week, you do have, it came down to this peak, it's up, and then it has that, you could call that bear or bullish divergence that's making it come back down. So the signal down here in the 2-week is actually fairly decent, guys. And then if you take a look at the MACD, the histogram going up right there, just like on this 2-week, which is really, really good. And then it's attempting to make that 2-week bullish cross down here. And it looks like it'll probably take it another month or two or something like that to get that data down there, guys. So you need 2 weeks, another 2-week close, and then another 2-week close. You're looking at 4 weeks and then probably 2 more. So you're looking at like 8 weeks to get that confirmation down there. Because if you go back to the history of Bitcoin, when it did that, you can see it started to move there. Let's go back farther. You can see the cross was right in that area right there. And then you don't have the data. That data back there is just too bullish. It's too bullish back then. But so everything looks pretty decent. I'm going to go over that and give you guys that a little bit of heads up, presenting, bearish and the bullish count. Now, as far as the 2-week data down here in the RSI, that Bitcoin's making that move. So let me go up here like this and show it to you guys. Bitcoin's making a move right here, and then I'm expecting that trek back down. It would still be pretty decent for Bitcoin if it just came down and did a move like that. That would not terrify me or anything like that. And if it takes this out, that'll be a little bit of a concern, but it doesn't mean it's the end for Bitcoin. Not yet. Okay. So one more back down. And then the case for the $7,000 or $9,000 Bitcoin or 7,000, I want to go over that too real quick. I almost forgot about that. That's not going to be a good signal, because all the signals in the histogram, in the MACD and the RSI in the 2-week and on the monthly are going to be absolutely not looking good at all. So now you're looking at, say, Bitcoin, some are calling for it's going to come up and do a massive capitulation dump down to, say, these areas like that. Now you're going to be looking at, something down into those areas on the MACD. And then obviously this will attempt to make a cross. These PPOs will be pointing down again. And it'll be probably that same time frame, 8 to 12 weeks for it to do that. And then this histogram over here, it won't be making that bullish divergence. It'll be, again, like probably red like this over here and then back down. So to me, that's not going to be a very good signal for Bitcoin. Okay. Now, that's not to say that once it's down there, could it wick down there and get sucked back up? It could do that. But so let's say it's at 13.8 and it does just some capitulation wick down to 8,000 or something like that. I have no issue with that. The RSI data does not, let me go here again. The RSI data does not include the wicks. Okay, so it could do that, and then the RSI could still stay up there as an example if it gets sucked back up. That's kind of a hopium plan right there, but you just never know. And then the same thing down here with this. Okay, so, but if it's just down here, guys, on the Bitcoin, like I said, this will be a little bit of a concern to me. But at the same time, it's not to say that it can't make some sort of move like that. A move from 9,000 to 22,000 would be like, even at 20,000 would be a massive move. Okay, so just want to give you guys that heads up. What I was looking at, going over Bitcoin on long-term time frames and on the monthly chart. So go out to a monthly chart, and then it's up. Same thing with Bitcoin, and it's there. And then if it's down into these areas, this $7,000, $9,000, $8,000 area, guys, now you have to take a look at this monthly RSI, which is going to look like that. That's not going to be a very, very good look. Okay, that's not going to be a very good look. Not saying that you can't make money, because there should be a bounce over there just off something like that. But if you're looking at that, that's a massive move, guys. Me personally, I don't see it happening. I don't see anything like that, like this type of dump happening. I don't see it yet, but it is cryptocurrency. You never know. Want to give you guys that heads up. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor. Drop a like. Hit the subscribe button. Peace.